Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Lil Metal Detector, and I'm gonna try and make this video quick because I got quite a lot to get through, but I want to make this as fast as possible. So before we start, I'm just gonna make a few things clear. Most important thing I want to make clear right now: I am not against female characters. I am completely okay, and it is completely okay to have female characters in your video game. That is fine. The problem comes from whenever game devs are just so addicted to not getting consumer money and so addicted to getting Sweet Baby Inc. or any other like stupid company's money to the point where they like neglect the player base and ignore what the players actually want and just ruin the game for quite literally almost everybody. So I'm going to unpack that real quick. Mortal Kombat 9 was the last time Sektor and Cyrax were ever truly playable as their own characters on the roster. Mortal Kombat X does not count. They were variations. For as much as I love Cyborg, he does not count. Mortal Kombat 11, they were NPCs, which was a huge, absolute disservice, disrespect, and a slap in the face to the Cyborg fans. I hated that. But, it is what it is. But it's not it is what it is when it comes to Mortal Kombat 1 because they had their chance. They had their chance and they absolutely blew it. With Mortal Kombat 1, Sektor and Cyrax, while yes, they are being brought back as their own characters for Mortal Kombat 1 Khaos Reigns, I'm pretty sure you guys know that me and a huge part of the fan base is not a very big fan of the changes done to Sektor and Cyrax in Mortal Kombat 1. And I ain't talking about the cameos. So in Mortal Kombat 1, while a lot of changes were made to the rest of the characters, this was by far the most drastic change NetherRealm has ever made. They turned them into females. Now, I know that sounds like not a lot, but just hear me out when I say this was a terrible decision that should never have been done. While yes, every character was changed in Mortal Kombat 1 from a story perspective, I want you to keep that in mind because that's very important. Every single character was changed, but it was done to affect the story where Kuai Liang and Bihan is brothers. However, Bihan is Sub-Zero and Kuai Liang is Scorpion. That allows for a new story dynamic where Hanzo can now do something else other than be Scorpion, or he can take the mantle later on. You see what I'm getting at here? It provides like a new way to tell the story. It provides like a new way to tell Mortal Kombat story. With Shao Kahn and Sindel, Sindel is the Empress of Outworld and is the queen and holds all the power, while Shao Kahn is now General Shao, is just a military general, and he doesn't have as much power as she does. So he is trying to overthrow her with less power than if he was the Khan of Outworld, like he is in the older games. See, it's all done to change the story. It all like you can still if I was still playing Mortal Kombat 1, I only play this game like once every 3 weeks, not even to go online. I just get like whatever weekly skin comes out and then I just go play anything else. Either that or I work or go to school, which I hate school now. It's absolutely atrocious, but I'm getting off point. So with every single change was done to affect the story. Cyrax and Sektor's gender change did not affect the story at all. In Mortal Kombat, the older games, Cyrax was always sketchy of the Lin Kuei and wants to serve on his terms or not at all. In Mortal Kombat 1, the Cyrax Pretender serves the Lin Kuei on her terms or no terms at all and is skeptical about the Lin Kuei. There's no story change. Of course, there is no change to the story, at least not yet. But Khaos Reigns is not out yet. I'm recording this as of August 31st, 2024. So if there aren't any changes to the story mode, I will gladly eat my own words. But I guarantee you, they will not do anything because this is just another Havoc comes in from the timeline. We got to jump him anyway. So Sektor in the older games was always a Lin. He was always a Lin Kuei loyalist and will stick by the Lin Kuei no matter what. In the new game, the Sektor Mimic is a loyalist and she sticks by the Lin Kuei no matter what, and there's no story change. You see what I'm getting here? Every single change done to the rest of the characters, Havoc, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reiko, just anybody, it was all done to affect the story. Now, just gender swapping the characters doesn't change the story at all. It just changes their appearance and changes the character in a way most fans will not be okay with. Because believe it or not, people like when something looks the way it is, and when you change that after that has been the norm for so long, people are going to be attached to that and aren't going to like the new changes. Because believe it or not, people like the old Mortal Kombat over the new one, because believe it or not, the old Mortal Kombat is actually well written and was made by Midway, and the new Mortal Kombat is not. It was made by NetherRealm, directed by Ed Boon, who is so incompetent and unable to do his job that he cannot figure out what any of us want. It is absolutely disgusting how bad Mortal Kombat has devolved. The other problem is that not only was this change unnecessary, it doesn't affect the story, it was done simply for DEI and forced inclusion. Now, we already have a Chinese woman in the game. Her name is Li Mei. We already have a black woman in the game. Her name is Tanya. Now, why are we getting another one? Now, it is okay to have diverse characters. I'm not saying it isn't. It's completely okay for your game to have diverse characters. It is not okay to change characters to fit those diverse requirements. You should just make new characters so you don't, piss a single person off or turn anyone off from your game. Because believe it or not, we like when something stays the way it is. Not everything has to change for the worst. And now, this is what we're stuck with. Dear God. God bless America. And you know what? You want to know who's to blame for this? It's either Ed Boon for snorting crack and not like thinking on what he's really signing off on, WB for allowing, or WB for teaming up with Sweet Baby, because Sweet Baby Inc. does have connections to WB Games. That is a fact. They are partnered with WB Games. Guess who else is partnered with WB Games? It's NetherRealm. They fucked up the game. And that's probably the last time I'm going to swear in this video, because I know I swore a lot. I know I was very mad in the other video. Anyway, so with the forced, not only with the forced inclusion, it's cringy when you force the inclusion, when you show us every 2 seconds that, oh, look at how much of a woman I am. Oh, look at how diverse I am. You see, it's cringy, all right? Just let us, you don't got to force it. Now, listen, hear me out on this one. If you just gave us the normal Sektor and Cyrax that we like, I guarantee you would not have pissed a single person off. But they did this because they need Sweet Baby's money. Every single time in the trailer, when whatchamacallit? Yeah, the Cyrax Pretender and the Sektor Mimic, whenever they take off their mask, they either do it for just a stupid reason, because you see a female, you see the fake Sektor walk away with like a stupid smug ass grin, and you have in the Cyrax Pretender's trailer, you see her running around in the forest. This is at the beginning of the trailer. Feel free to watch it if you don't believe me. It's like the first 10 seconds. She runs through the forest, right? She takes off her mask, says, "Where are you?" and then puts the mask back on. Now, why did you do that? Why did you take off the mask? You do realize like that mask should stay on because it's armor. It's there to protect you. You had not a single reason to take off your mask. But of course you have to take off your mask because look at how much of a woman I am. Oh my God. Look at how woke and diverse I am. It's like at that point, this game is already finished. Nether, your game is finished and so are you. All right. Just stop digging your own grave. At least make an effort. But I know damn well y'all will just plug your ears and make your game worse and worse and worse until your game is officially stripped from your hands and you can't work on Mortal Kombat anymore. It's so depressing, dude. It's it's just so terrible. And the fact that they're not even cyborgs anymore. They're just normal people. They're just normal like warriors in Iron Man suits. The entire point of the Cyberlink Quay was that you shouldn't mutilate your body just to become stronger. That was the entire reason that Cyrax and Kuai Liang hated the Cyberlink Quay so much. Like they're mutilating their bodies, they're becoming mindless robots, and they're just going to become slaves. They're just going to become drones. They're not going to have their own free will. it's terrible. It's terrible how bad they ruined the story, because now all they're doing is wearing Iron Man suits. Iron Man suits that can be taken off at any time, have no permanent injury on your body, and it's just like wearing clothes. You could just take it off when you could just take the suit off whenever you want to. All right? There's no permanent scarring. There's no permanent, like, long-lasting effects. Remember in MK Gold where Cyrax took off like his mask, but he was still stuck in that suit. He couldn't get out. He's been like that the entire time. He could never get out of that suit. It was permanent. That's the Cyberlin Quay. And now it's pointless. You're just wearing Iron Man suits. Just take it off. There's no one controlling you. Just take off the suit and run. Like, not only does it suck from a marketing perspective, because believe it or not, one, not a single person asked for female Sektor Cyrax. I guarantee you, not a single person asked for this. You could just gave us the normal Sektor Cyrax. Not a single person would have been mad. Not only did nobody ask for this, it sucks from a marketing perspective because, one, you're disrespecting the characters that have not been in a game like 3 times in a row now. I do not consider this to be Sektor or Cyrax. These are pretenders. For 3 games in a row, Cyrax and Sektor have missed out on Mortal Kombat, which is absolutely criminal. And 2, it sucks from a story perspective because now the Cyber Lin Kuei is not a threat. It is not a threat to the Lin Kuei. It is not a threat to anybody. They are not permanently scarred anymore. They're just people in cool looking armor. And also, this armor sucks. There's like open spots on like the arms. You mean to tell me in Sektor's and the Sektor Mimic's bio, it said, her father was a master armorer, and she surpassed him somehow with this stupid ass armor. You mean to tell me that your father was the best armorer in the Lin Kuei? You surpassed him, made better armor than him, and you have openings and weak spots in your armor, and you are the best armorer. Get out of here. No, you're not. It's so stupid. Oh, and also, the Cyrax Pretender. Yeah, your gloves aren't covered all the way. You realize you're like holding bombs, and those gloves are there to protect you. They probably have that Helldivers, like the Helldivers 2 fortified passive, where it's supposed to protect you against explosions. You do realize that you're gonna blow off your fingers. It's so dumb, man. It's so stupid. They're going to take their mask off every single time in an intro dialogue, every single time they're talking to somebody, where you can't just keep it on with a cool voice modifier. No, you have to see it. You have to see, oh, look at how much of a woman I am. Oh, look at how diverse I am. Oh my, look at how woke I am. Look at all the sweet baby money we're getting every single time we show our faces. Oh, show your face. Cha-ching, $7,000. Show your face. Cha-ching, $7,000. Show your face. Cha-ching, $7,000. It's so forced. Oh my god, it's so stupid. It is so stupid. And the bigger problem is that it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse from here. NetherRealm already does not listen to what we want. They don't give us what we ask for. It's just going to get worse. Oh my god, I saw a Nightwolf leak by like Interloco a while back. Oh my god, if they added Nightwolf, oh my god, they're going to butcher the hell out of him. They're going to make him trans. They're going to make him in a trans Nightwolf who's, I don't know. They're just going to absolutely ruin him. I know that for a fact if they do add a Nightwolf. And if they add in Cabal, I hope to God they keep the Cabal the same. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be bad. The problem is it's just going to get worse from here. This is the start. It is scary, man. And there's nothing we can do but just sit back and watch as the Tone Deaf Company butchers and burns the series that we love so much. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. It's depressing. It is really depressing the world we live in. And one more thing before I close this video out. We play video games so we don't have to, think about activists or think about politics or, things in real life that, like revolt us or annoy us. And now those are getting pushed into our games. So now video games are pointless. Just what's the point anymore? I just want my games to be good again. Is it that much to ask? Dude, everything in Mortal Kombat 1, it's so cringy. They want to be the MCU so bad. They have the Umgadi, which they copied Wakanda because warrior priestesses. They are copying MCU humor with Johnny Cage and his like stupid jokes. That alien joke was the only good joke he ever made in the entire like story mode. just they want to be Marvel so bad. It is so obvious. They want to be Marvel so bad. And Marvel is not good anymore. The only like good movie that Marvel has made was Deadpool and Wolverine. But that movie was made by smart people. Everything else is terrible. They want to be Marvel so bad. It's just gonna get worse from here. We somehow I'm gonna say this right now. Listen, some of y'all are gonna think I'm crazy. I'm gonna say this right now. We live in a world where I am able to have a better time watching fucking Has-Been Hotel than playing Mortal Kombat. We have officially reached this part in the world where I can enjoy Has-Been Hotel more than Mortal Kombat 1. Now, yes, both of them are bad. One is significantly worse because it absolutely butchers everything. Thing is with Has-Been Hotel, it's not forced. You're not forced to see just how gay everything is. And when they do like show it, it's often for comedy or it's just for it's for the bad comedy or it's just for a quick giggle, all right? It's not forced at all. We live in a world where Sektor and Cyrax were done more justice in MK11 than MK1, and they were NPCs. It's so depressing. It is so depressing, man. I'm going to say this right now to close out the video. Listen. Male Sektor Cyrax were made for Mortal Kombat. If female Sektor Cyrax was made for activists, they are not equals. Now, this is all my opinion. All right. If you like female Sektor Cyrax, if you like it, if you support it, if you're okay, if you're indifferent, then all right, that's on you. That's your opinion. Your opinion is just as valid as mine. All right. It's completely all right. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong for liking it. I'm just going to tell you I don't agree. And that's okay. And don't you dare antagonize me in the comments because I know on other posts, y'all love to do that. All right, I'll see you guys.